Stop, stop, stop. Okay, I don't want you to get any closer than this.
So, if I did actually land on the line in the exam, I could just do this and get out and get back in.
Of course. Hey guys, welcome to another video. So this is just continued from last week's. It's basically in the same lesson. We've split into two. Last lesson, well, we have just done the parking on the right maneuver, and now we obviously ended that video. Now we're starting a new video for the forward bay parking.
Yep.
So yeah, Brand, the forward bay parking, you watch the videos in the ultimate driving course.
Yep.
Yeah, so the forward bay parking, tell me what you've learned about that.
Again, pretty much like the moving onto the right, like parking on the right. Be very, very safe about what you're doing, especially if you're in a car park, because we're gonna do it in a car park. Obviously, because never mind. Yeah, we're going to be in the car park, so be very safe of pedestrians, cars pulling out, things like that. Do your MSM routine, so check your mirrors in case there's cars behind. Signal that you're going to turn into the bay, and then maneuver across.
Good. So when you're maneuvering across, in the video, yeah. To get into the bay, like with this, yeah, guys, any of you watching, if you feel you can just drive forward into a bay without any reference points and whatnot, it's absolutely fine. You don't have to use a reference point. Yeah. I'll put them in the video because a lot of learners, in my experience, need them. Yeah, and obviously the reference points in each car and for every person aren't going to be the same. Yeah, so do you want to try with reference points or without reference points? How would you like to do it?
I'll try it with the reference points first, because it's I haven't done it before, and I think it'll be a good place to use an already established reference points and then develop my own on top of that.
Good. So in the video, with the bay that you're going to go into, the two bay lines, where did they roughly come in?
The line up just in line with the bottom of the mirror, so that will go across, like the line should line up.
Yeah, that was one line, and there was another, and so that's the top line of the bay,
like central.
Yeah, so we'll use both of those, and we'll see where that takes you.
Yeah,
if it doesn't work, then we just
develop
we just change your reference point. Like those reference points shown in the video are my reference points. Okay, so when we do it, would you like me to stop you at the reference points and talk you through it? Like, when you get to your reference points, how much steering do we put in?
Full
put on? Yeah, you full lock your steering wheel, and then when you go forward into the bay, what kind of pace to keep, right? Yeah, same as the reversing into the bay. Yeah, and then straightening up,
you have to assess it from the front, basically, when you're straightening up.
Good. And then how do you know where to stop?
Again, if we're talking about reference points, so I'll explain it in two ways. Reference point wise, the front bay line should come underneath the mirror, but you could also assess it at a junction, and like your stopping position at a junction.
That's it. So where when you stop at the end of a road, when you have the giveaway line, the top giveaway line coming in.
Yep.
Same point. Yeah. So wherever your point is for that, use the same point for stopping. Yeah. And once you're inside the bay, and you straightened up, how will you assess if you are inside or not? Some people open the doors. How can you do it in this car without opening the doors?
Both side mirrors.
Yeah. So in this car we've got the small blind spot round mirrors in, on here. So it's in those mirrors you can easily see the lines. But if you haven't got those mirrors, what you are allowed to do, is put your mirrors down. Yeah, obviously you're going to do your test in this car, But any of you guys watching, if you're doing it in your own car or your instructor hasn't got these side blind spot mirrors, just put your mirrors down so you can see the white lines easy. Okay, right then. So when we actually do it, Brandon, the forward bay parking maneuver, how much help would you like from me?
Not too much. I do want to have a go. I feel as though I'm a little bit more confident with my driving ability, but I'd say
right, you carry on, don't worry. That's the outside camera that's switched off at the moment.
I'm going to try and stop at each reference point, and if I've done it wrong, let me know. If I get to that reference point and I'm stopping and I'm not doing anything, just like talk me through it, or like prompt me on questions, and I'll try and answer them for you. Okay, cool. Just ask you questions the first time you do it, and see how we get on. Cool. Anyone else in your driving where you're going to need my help? Not that much, I don't think. I obviously will see when I get there, but I just want to try and do it a little
in your
solo.
general driving.
Oh, nothing, I don't think.
Cool. So you're going to take responsibility for that, and obviously if I do have to step in anywhere, let you know why I came in, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Right then, so before we set off, this camera has just switched off for some reason.
Overheated?
Don't tell me it's overheated. Probably has, yeah, that's why, because there's enough battery. Tell you what, if you could just switch on the engine for me, please. So yeah, these GoPros I use, yeah, like all the technology and everything they use, like I don't get how they can get overheated in like, we haven't even been in the car like for like, what, half an hour is it that we did the other manoeuvre?
I'm just guessing it's the glass and the heat through the glass, it's amplified.
But still, come on. Right, so I am just putting this
Because I'm sweating.
on the AC to cool it down, see if it works. The camera's still on. Let me switch it off for a bit as well. And this one will heat as well. Probably will, yeah. And guys, if the camera does overheat, we'll just stop and sort it out.
We'll do an ASMR voiceover for you.
What's that?
An ASMR.
What's that?
So, I don't know what the acronym stands for, but it's basically you get microphones and you're very, very silent, and you basically very quiet sounds, soothing sounds.
It just so you just basically a voiceover, yeah, like I do for my videos.
But very satisfying and slow. And people do it with food and everything, and like where they're eating food and like.
How come a voiceover is satisfying and slow?
So people fall asleep to it, like millions of views.
Okay, so it's boring, like.
Some people love it.
Right, hopefully this should be cool now. Right, it's okay, so that's recording now as well. Okay, ready?
Yep.
So, whenever you're ready, please, Brand, if you could move off. And then, good moving off. We're going to go to a car park now, yeah? Hopefully it's normally quiet. Hopefully it's nice and quiet.
You remember do you remember the days where I just used to rest my foot on the clutch?
Yeah, I remember the days when we used to do a lot of wrong stuff, man. Okay, turn right. We still have some of those days though. How about the last lesson, guys? If you guys have seen it, we're doing the emergency stop. So we're doing a dry run, yeah? Which is we're practicing while we're stationary. It's the first time Brandon's gone for the brake and the clutch, and his foot's gone like this. His right foot on the brake and the left foot stamps on his right foot. Well done, Brandon. So could somebody turn into this road now?
Yeah.
Is it safe to continue at the moment?
Yeah, I'm gonna go gear 2 though.
Yeah, good. End of the road, if you could turn left, please.
Yep. How's that for some leaning over?
Brilliant. Much better, because guys, in the previous lesson Brandon didn't lean forward that much, yeah.
I'll try and do some holiday vlogs for you as well.
Holiday vlogs.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
might try and get some on the go.
Gonna be, it's not this turning, is it? Nah, keep going. next turning after this, yeah, can we go? Just turn now. The end will be turning left, so which mirrors with signal brand. And turn left into the car park. And then if you could just turn left again. And
Straight ahead.
yeah, keep going forward, and now we're going to park into any bay on the right. Yeah. So where should your left foot be, Bran? Where should the clutch be now? Okay, anybody behind you? Listen.
No, I just want to line my car up.
Good. Do we need a signal, you think?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Anybody going to benefit? Is there anybody behind you?
No.
I see.
Right.
So okay, is this your...
This is if I'm in my normal driving position.
Yeah.
The line, it's just that line right there
Yeah.
is parallel with that mirror. Sorry,
Okay.
you know, with the bottom
Yeah.
line.
And the other line is where?
That line comes to about this section here.
Okay. If you get your full lock on here, you're going to end up too much to the right, yeah, over that line. Go forward more for me, please. Carry on. And stop a bit more forward, tiny bit more forward. And a bit more. And stop there now.
So,
Okay, so,
in my normal position right now,
yeah.
can you see the T line there?
Okay, yeah, so you know the T, yeah. Don't worry about the T. So you know the bay that you're going to go into? There's two lines of that bay, yeah.
Are we pulling into this bay here?
That one there.
This one right now?
No, not this one. That one.
The one in front?
Yeah.
So if we're pulling into the one in front, that line, that outer line there, the furthest one, is just top middle of that mirror.
Yep.
And now that line there comes to about here.
Okay. So can you remember that point for me?
I'll try.
Yeah. So as you get here, now I want you to move forward, and how much steering are you going to put on?
Full.
Yeah.
No?
You know what? Go a tiny bit more forward. That's it. Right. Try and remember these two reference points now, where the line's coming in, yeah? Sit normal. You got it?
Yeah.
Now, as you move, start your steering, please. As you move.
When would be the appropriate time to start straightening up?
So if you look ahead now, does your vehicle look straight at the moment?
No.
Tell me when it's almost straight, just before it's fully straight. Tell me when you think.
I'm almost straight.
That's it now. As you move forward, yeah, start straightening your wheel nice and easy. As you move forward. Not just yet, because you're not straight yet, are we? That's it. Good. And how do you judge your distance from?
I could be closer.
Yeah. And how do you judge that distance?
The line.
That's it. The curb. So we've got a curb in front of us, haven't we? Yeah. Do you know where that should be coming in?
For me, it should be. I can get a little bit closer, but I feel as though right now I'm in the bay anyway.
Yeah. A good judgment. You can get a tiny bit closer, but this is fine. This is fine. Yeah. If you want to go a bit more forward, you can. But like you said, you're in the bay. The back of the car's in as well. Yeah.
I'm in on that line.
If you secure the car for me first, please. Secure it.
Secure it.
Yeah. Just in case your foot comes off the clutch, the car's gonna go forward. Yeah.
Okay.
So now, obviously, when we said we were in the bay, we were talking about the front and back here. Now the side, tell me what's going on there.
I'm in on that side. There is some space there, which is okay, but on this side, I'm literally right inside of it.
Yeah, we're just on the line. Yeah, ideally we want to be where?
It's kind of central.
Yeah, we want to be more to the left or more to the right?
More to the left.
Yeah, more to the left. Yeah. So that tells us, you know, the points that we used.
Too early.
That's it. Good. So we just need to do it about that much later. Okay. So you said the first line was near the top mid part of that mirror somewhere.
Yeah, and then when we did it a little bit more forward, it came a little bit down.
Yeah. So
I think it'll be just mid. You know.
Yeah, about the halfway point.
Like halfway in there.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that mirror is nice because you know the halfway point. It's got a slight point to it.
Yeah.
So we could try that.
Yeah.
That could work. Yeah. But say again, you know, when we did the reverse bay park, if you're in a position and it's slightly off, what would you do?
Reverse out.
Yeah, you reverse straight out and readjust.
line.
Yeah, which we've seen you do before. But for now, what we'll do is we'll go back to our starting position. Yeah. So this is part of the maneuver as well. The reversing out. Yeah. So reversing out. Yeah. Obviously, ideally, you know, when you do park in a car park, we always say it's safer to reverse into a bay. The reason for that is
Drive out easier, and you
Yeah.
can assess things better.
that's it. Now it's going to be a bit more difficult. Yeah. But again, where we're doing it, it's nice and quiet. Yeah. But still, doesn't mean we're going to start slacking on our observations because I'm going to make you do it in like real busy situations as well. Yeah. You know, just did the previous maneuver.
Yeah.
Okay. So reversing out. So what's the first thing you need to do? Just do it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let's say everything's done and sorted. Before anything, would it be okay if I got my leg and everything positioned sorted before observations and
Yes,
then
sir.
do it?
What's the routine that we always use? You know, when we're moving off.
Pump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let's get ready.
Where you want to go into that fence?
Oh, we said
Okay.
we said pom, so my instinct was to go gear 1 and get biting points.
Pom doesn't mean go forward, does it? Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, we would have gone through that fence. Okay. Right. Okay, so.
So again, have we prepared fully? Gears in. There we go. See, again, we're on a slight slope. Yeah. As soon as you release the handbrake, if you haven't got the biting point, what's going to happen?
Roll forward.
Yeah.
So, which way do you want me to reverse?
So we want to
out?
go back to our starting position.
So out that way.
That's
so
it.
our vehicle's going to swing this way.
Yeah. So which way are you going to steer?
This way.
That's it. Good. A simple way to remember. Yeah. If you want the back of your vehicle to go that way, you're going to steer that way.
Yeah.
If you want the back of your vehicle to go that way,
Go that way.
steer that way.
So we're going to watch out for those blind spots because that's where we're going to be swinging out.
Yeah.
We're going to check that mirror, back mirror, right blind spot, and then we're going to leave very, very slowly. And we're also going to check front, like the back mirror as well, in case pedestrians are walking behind us and everything.
Yeah. Is it safe?
I think so.
Let's go. Again, have another look over your right shoulder. What can you see?
Car.
That's it. Is he entering this car park?
No.
Okay. And
I should be halfway before starting to full action though.
all done. So which is about now, Bran? So the key is not to go into the bays behind. So stop about here now.
Yep.
That's it.
And
See,
then-
yeah, just imagine there are cars parked. Yeah, this would be good. Like we could easily go forward now, couldn't we? Yeah. So do it. Again, steering has got to be quick. Speed's got to be, so, okay. Brake. See the car started moving there. Again, observe. Make sure nobody's overtaking, and move really slow. Steer really quick. Yeah, we want to get back onto our side of the road. Well, the car park. Sit, carry on. No, keep to the left, run. See when it's straight, now straighten up. Good. Okay, let's stop there a second. And now we're going to start the maneuver again. Yeah, and we're going to go into any way you want on the right here. And you know which reference points you're going to use. Yeah. So I want you to move forward, and now start with your mirrors and decide if you need a signal. Which mirrors, Bran?
I'm trying to pick a spot first.
No, always mirrors first when you're going forward, then pick your spot.
Okay, right now that line is in line just kind of beneath this little middle point there. Just put like
Beneath it?
Like, because my eyes are doing the little double vision
Okay,
kind
so
of thing.
don't put it beneath it, put it on that middle point. Go on, just use the next line. So you know if you miss it, because we've got plenty of bays in front, just go forward to the next one. But try not to pass your point. Is it beneath it again?
No,
Okay.
my eyes blurry though, so it's hard to tell.
So
but
which
it's not.
are you going to stay right now?
Okay, that's a good position. It's in line with it now. So now we're going to start steering to the right.
Start your steering, Bran. Start moving as well. Like the way you put the clutch down there, yeah? That was good. Your car straight at the moment. Still slightly that way. Steer slightly to the right for me. Steer more. That's now straighten up. That's fine.
This is a little closer to the curb this time.
Yeah, because I just made you go a bit more forward. Secure the vehicle. Right.
And I've got space on this side, and I'm close on that side.
You know what? You're not that close on that side. What happened there was, you're straightening up. You did that too early.
Mm-hmm.
Because you did that too early, you got angled slightly towards that side. If you'd straightened up at the correct time there, you'd have been
Good.
Yeah, you would have been good.
So I think that reference point's the point to go
Yeah,
for.
that point is good, but the straightening up one, yeah, rather than doing it like obviously last time I said to you, just before your vehicle straight, start it. Try doing this when your vehicle's straight, just straighten up then, because your straightening up's nice and quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the other thing, when you got your reference point, and then after that it was like, okay, I got my reference point, and you're there for like, oh, it's like, come on, Brand, let's start steering and moving. Yeah, this is you don't want to spend ages there with your reference point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've got it, and then obviously you've checked, get into the bay. Okay, so now, Brand, if you could reverse, yeah,
To the left.
yeah, reverse to this side because we're going to be out of bays on that side. Yeah.
Right.
Hold in. Check this side again for me. Okay, stop here a sec. Stop here. Stop. Clutch down. Yeah. So last time as well, it's like you said, oh, about half our car needs to be out the bay, which it is now. Yeah.
This is the point that I'd start doing.
Yeah. Last time I had to come in and tell you as well. Yeah. Why don't you start turning? Like, if there was a car, because we're going to swing out this way now. Yeah, if there's a car next to you, obviously you'd have to be really wary of that. Yeah. Okay. And that's why I've given that point where you just need to make sure your car's out before you start steering it. Same when you're moving out forward. Yeah. As well. But there's not much risk here now. Yeah. And rather than leaving it too late, yeah, make sure you do start about now. Even if you start it slightly early, if there's no risk, it's fine. The examiner's are going to be fine with that as well. Yeah. Okay. But obviously you know the reason why we're saying don't steer too early,
Yeah.
so you don't get too close to the vehicle if
cars.
there is anyone next to you. So start now, please. No, brake. Come on.
Biting point.
Where did the car exactly? Where did the car roll forward? Yeah. Imagine if there's somebody walking in front of you. What would have happened?
Rolled onto them.
Yeah. So come on, let's do it without. There you go. See, you know exactly how to do it. Stop.
Still keep
Stop.
going.
Stop. No. Okay. You can still keep going, but do we need any more? Look. No. Look ahead.
No, not really.
That's it. Look ahead. Don't look at this camera. Yeah. Look ahead. Yeah. We're already in a good position to drive, and we're not going to be going into any bay now. Yeah. So, gear. And then before you move, what are you going to do? That's it.
Look around.
See, this time we're already on the left hand side. Yeah, last time we were on the opposite side. Okay, so stop here a sec, Bran. So now what I want you to do is I want you to go forward, yeah, and park into any bay. Yeah, but don't pick the bay with a cone. Okay, so let's say I'll tell you which bay I want you to go into, because then this will give us like I can check your observations as you're driving into the bay as well. Yeah, you know where the cone is.
Yeah.
Not the bay before that, but the second bay before that. Can you go into that?
Yes.
Fine. Then. So, and would you need any help with this?
Maybe. No, I'll try it on one.
So you know when we just did it now, what was the one thing that we said?
Straighten it up.
Yeah. When are you going to straighten up?
When I'm straight.
Yeah, when your vehicle's straight. Yeah. Okay. See, before you hit the brake there, I wanted you to check your mirrors. I want you to get into the habit of mirrors first, your centre and right mirror, yeah. You did them when you moved off, but before you slow down for the bay, mirrors please.
So if I need to go into that way, I need to go into that one there, which would be... here. Just going to check around before I start moving in. I'm going to start moving in. Looking that. I think here's a good place to start straightening up. Yeah. Just a little bit more forward. I'd say about there, stop there. I'm just going to secure the vehicle and then check my lines. I'm close to there and I've got space on there. I'm inside. I'm a little close there, but this is also...
Yeah, again, you're working with fractions now, yeah. Okay, but that was really good, Brad.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. Yeah, that reference point worked for you as well. Yeah, and anything that you're not sure about?
No, I feel as though if I used... The place that I'm using right now is good, and I know where I could kind of differ between, you know, when we did the parallel thing, I know where the sweet spot is, and I'm just a little later at the moment, which is why I'm on this side. If I'm early, I'm on that side, so I know where that sweet spot is, so it's just a little bit above that midpoint. But this time I did it exactly mid.
Yeah, but don't do any later than that. Yeah. If you want to do it slightly, a tiny fraction sooner, because I think both times we're probably that much closer to that side than that side. Yeah, if you want to do, but don't do. If you do any later, you know you're going to end up on this side. Yeah. Okay, so that was good. The only other thing, you know, once you get your reference point, Ran, this is where I mean, you know, when you're like going forward and choosing your bay, yeah, before you start looking at your reference points, check your mirrors to know what's happening around you. But then once you got your reference point, yeah, I don't want you to stop there for ages and start checking around, because you've already done your observations. That's going to cause more hazard to anybody like waiting around. You've already done your observations, yeah. So we don't want to stop our reference point and think, okay, I've got my reference point, okay, let me have another good look around. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it's important to observe, but like I said, you just done them a few seconds ago. Yeah, definitely have a quick glance in your mirrors again. Yeah, well, look in your mirrors, but don't like stop and start all the checks again, because you just done them. Yeah. Okay. So you want to try this again? So let's reverse that this way. Let's see if you can do this yourself now, and then we're going to park forward into any bay on the right. Yeah. Well done. Good run. And if you could park forward into any bay on the right, please. Stop. Okay, I don't want you to get any closer than this. Okay, so what's your reference point for stopping, Ran?
The curb.
The curb where?
Just underneath my wind mirror.
Okay.
Like this is the furthest I'd ever go.
That's it. Don't go any more further, because this is very close to the curb now. Yeah. Okay.
I'm a little closer to the line this time, as I tried to do in the one motion.
There you go. Why in the one motion?
I kind of took the last piece of advice, like don't stop and like do the observations.
Did I say like? Okay, yeah, probably my fault then. Yeah, but I didn't like. What I meant was, don't stop there for you can stop. I want you to stop at your point, but it's not like, so, oh, I'm at my reference point and now I'm going to do all this. Check again, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but because you tried doing one movement, the accuracy wasn't there with the reference point. Yeah, whereas before you stopped and then you slowed everything down, like so. Look what happened there. You're just on that line now, yeah. Which you know exactly why this has happened, yeah. So show me how you would sort this out. So guys, anybody watching, if you mess your maneuver up, yeah, that's not. I wouldn't say it's massively messed up. But just on the line a little bit. I tire slightly on the line. You wouldn't leave your car parked like this, would you?
No.
So just sort it out for me, please. Well done. Where should you be looking, around? And that's it, good. Remember this back window, yeah? Okay, that's where all the danger is going to be.
Slowly.
Like, you don't have to do too much to the stream. Just keep it straight, man. Keep it straight. Keep it straight. Keep coming back. Just come back. Just don't go into the bay behind. Get as close as you can to that bay behind you, but don't go inside it.
I'll say here's a good. spot.
And look how much space you got now. I know you're trying to readjust your position while you're reversing, yeah?
But you don't have
But for
to
the
do it.
forward bay park, you can just come straight out now. You can do it as you're going in. You just steer it a bit more than that, Brad. A bit more. Now which way do you need to steer to straighten up? Slow your car down. Yeah, don't, because there's a slope here, it's going to pick up speed more. Remember that point. Stop before your point, please. That's better. You know where you're stopping now, yeah? It's not that close. So wherever that point is, wherever the curve is now,
Yeah.
keep it there. Okay?
So, if I did actually land on the line in the exam, I could just do this and get out and get
Yes,
back
of
in.
course.
But you know, all the previous positions, the last 3 before this one, would they have been like suitable to
Yeah.
not have to reverse out?
Yeah, as long as you're inside the bay, yeah, that's what the examiners want to see. But like I said, not just for your test. If you feel you're in a position which would block that parking space, or it'd be too tight for anybody else to pull up and open their door, then readjust. Yeah, as long as you do it safely, yeah, just like you did there. Sorry, if you could switch off the engine for me now. Yeah, so that's it's absolutely fine to do that. Yeah. So with this maneuver again, you've got your reference point, haven't you? You know how to get into the bay. Yeah. And this time, obviously, we talked about why you ended up a bit more to the left. Yeah. Just remember, it's okay to stop, but don't like stop and take the mid,
Do
like
all.
because if you've already done your observation,
Just quickly glance.
yeah, no, just a quick. Obviously, you do want to take in what's happening, yeah, but because like, you know, when you come into the car park, yeah. So say if you have this on your test, yeah, and even after you pass, when you come into the car park, you'll drive in, and you don't look for a parking spot, and drive in, yeah. So the first thing you do is you check your mirrors, yeah, then you'd signal, and then you just drive into the bay, yeah, with your point. You wouldn't like stop and start checking around, would you? You would if you're doing the reverse one, but you're going forward. Okay.
And you've got all the vision in front of you.
Yeah. Yeah. So for that reason, you just you don't need. You do need to like obviously know what's happening around you, but you don't need to stop and check all around.
I like this manoeuvre. It's quite good in that sense.
Good in
But
what sense?
I feel as though I could pick it up easier than the reversing into the bay.
Yeah. To be honest, you picked that up quite well as well. Yeah. Like with all the maneuvers now, it's like you know how to do them, but we're gonna start practicing more, especially in our mock tests and that now. Yeah, we're gonna start practicing them more, and you're gonna get better at them, yeah, with more practice. So, how did you feel about this one?
It's good. I liked it. I needed to practice it.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's all our maneuvers covered.
I don't think it was difficult.
Good. Yeah. Anything you didn't understand?
No, got it all.
Yeah. But you remember that point going forward. Don't get any closer than this. So whatever that point is there, wherever the curb's coming in, yeah, keep it there.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions?
No, everything.
Cool. So what are we going to do next lesson now, Brand?
Mock test.
Should we do our first mock test? Should we go for it? It's going
What
to be
about show me,
eventful.
tell me questions?
Yeah, show me, tell me. The good. There's again what I normally do. You know when we get needed to a test,
Yeah,
we'll
don't do
do
that.
a whole video on that. Yeah, I'll just test it again. It won't take an hour. It will take a few minutes.
So
to finish it.
what I'm hearing is that as soon as I come back off holiday, all nice and relaxed, I'm going to be thrown into the deep end of mock tests.
If you want, because like you know when I first start mock test, yeah,
Yeah.
it depends how you are. Like obviously a mock test is just me not helping you, telling you where you've messed up. Some people like that, but others like it really gets to them and it can put them down, like make them feel quite bad. Yeah, because you know on your first mock test, first couple of mock tests, you will do quite a few few faults. So are you ready for that, or do you feel you just want me to help you out and just drive whatever's going to be
Throw
good
me
for you?
into it.
You definitely want to do it, yeah?
Just throw me into it.
Okay guys, so next lesson you've heard it from Brandon. We're doing his first mock test, yeah, which is I think it'll be a good video to watch.
How many minors can you get before it's like
So
you fail?
you're allowed 15 minors.
15 minors?
Yeah. Okay, but it's not the minors, it's a serious faults that people end up doing, yeah. But obviously we'll talk about it in a lot more detail in the next lesson. Yeah, so guys, like always, for that lesson you definitely need to subscribe, yeah, so you're notified of Brandon's first mock
Is
test.
it like a big cliffhanger?
Oh no, it's gonna be good, you know. Because like I said, you know, in these mock tests, the first ones, because you have been driving now without my help, but I always come in if I feel you're about to do something wrong, like which gear.
Yeah.
So, for example, on the mock test,
You won't say
if you're in third gear, I'm not going to say anything. You're going to stall. We're going to see your reaction. Okay, unless there's some danger being caused, yeah. Then I will come in, yeah.
I'll
Okay.
probably just look at you in a shame.
Okay, so guys, like always, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.
Peace.